watch them do things, but now it's none of that so much. So I still do make dinner quite a bit, but it's more of having to like talk to them about things that are going on, like kind of give guidance or advice, and worry about more important things now than in the past. Used to be you were worried coffee mug. Question 2, if you had to live somewhere else, where would it be? Okay. Cheap Charlie's hat. Yes, I have thought about making a Cheap Charlie's coffee mug. I just haven't gotten around to it because I feel like it's complicated. Like, you have to have the design. The design has to be good. It has to be what you want it to be. And then you have to submit it. So I just haven't gotten around to it, really. And the other question about where I would live, I think I kind of answered that, so let's go to the next one. Mary Anderson, what's your favorite go-to easy meal to cook, and what is your signature dish you cook to impress company? Favorite easy meal? There's a lot of easy meals I can make. The issue is everyone in the house likes something different. But I think everyone kind of likes lasagna. I don't make it that often because it's so, like, unhealthy, but if you get the no-boil noodles, it's like the easiest thing in the world, and it comes out delicious. It's like a layer of sauce in the pan, then you just put the noodles uncooked in the sauce, like maybe like 4 of them, maybe. Then you take the ricotta cheese, which I've already mixed with like some garlic and salt and pepper and stuff. You layer that on top and then toss on response. You know what I mean? Like, the people on this channel maybe didn't like them as much as the rest of the content. They weren't, it wasn't what they wanted, so I decided, which is totally fine. I understand that, of course. So I decided to make a separate channel for it. And that's kind of why. Good question. Okay, from Steve Wilson. Congratulations. Thank you. If you could travel back in time, what period would you travel to? I have the answer. I would travel back to one day before the universe was created. And so I would be there to see it get created. So I would have the answer for everyone. I would be able to tell you how it happened. Yep. That's my answer. So if someone could seriously figure out a way to make a time machine and do this, it would be awesome. Okay, Theodora T. How did your kids react to you doing ASMR videos? They think it's weird, but they don't care. Do you watch your own videos? I watch them to edit them, so yes. But I don't watch them like for enjoyment. What ASMR artist would you recommend? I already talked about that. I love your videos. Thank you. Angeline Rojas, who inspires you in your life? What is your favorite vacation destination? What inclined you to start doing ASMR? Okay, so the last one I already answered. Who inspires me? I don't know, I guess I think a lot about my mother and what would she have done, or, where was she in her life, and this and that. So in some ways she inspires me, but in general, I don't have like a really great answer for that one. What is your favorite vacation? My favorite vacation destination? I really love Las Vegas. I think I do it differently than other people because I'm not a big gambler at all. And I haven't been there since the kids were born. So a lot has changed, but I liked basically what we did. We went there twice, I think. Or was it 3 times? I don't know. We would go there. This would be our day. Wake up, go to some breakfast buffet. Possibly the one in whatever hotel we were at. Go sit by the pool for part of the day. Then go walk up and down the strip and go in and out of different hotels that we hadn't seen yet, or ones we had seen, just to look at the different like sites of each hotel, because these hotels are like massive resorts. Then, oh, I forgot lunch. Okay, so we had lunch after sitting at the pool. Okay, throw that in there. We try to have some kind of minor lunch, Okay, so after looking around, come back to the room, rest a bit, whatever, maybe shower, go somewhere for dinner, like one of the wonderful, delicious places they have there. There's a million. And then in the evening, maybe go down, do a little gambling, hardly any. Check out some of like the different, I guess you'd say like bands in the different bars and stuff. Where you can just sit down, have a drink, and listen to a band. Just walk around a little more, see what's happening. That kind of thing. I just love Vegas. So I would definitely like to go back again. I don't know when. Okay, let's see. Funny guy, what drew you to true crime? Is there a case you find the most interesting, a favorite? Okay, so what drew me to true crime? Just that I really got into it, most intriguing case. Truth is, like, whatever case I'm working on, I'm like, wow, this is the most unreal, like, fascinating case ever. And then I get to the next one and I think the exact same thing. And that's kind of how it goes. So I don't really have a most intriguing case. Like, so many of them are insanely intriguing. And what I find most intriguing might not be what the viewers find most intriguing, you know? Like, you could tell by how many views they get, but yeah, I can't really say which one is my most favorite, so to speak. Okay. Okay, from Bernice Gomez. 1. What is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever said or done on a date? Or what is something embarrassing that your date has said or done? Have you ever had a crush on a boss or teacher? What's the most beautiful place you've ever visited and the worst? Okay, so I haven't done a lot of embarrassing things on dates because, in truth, I haven't been single since I was 19. But back in the day, I did one time knock a pepper shaker on the floor and it broke and all the pepper came out and somebody sneezed somewhere, so it was a little embarrassing. And one time I had a guy say to me on a date, we sat down at a restaurant that he had chosen, and he said to me, get anything you want except the steak. And I was like, that's weird, but I wasn't gonna get the steak anyway because I don't order steak unless it's a steak restaurant. And this was like an Italian restaurant. I never had a crush on a boss or teacher. What is the most beautiful place you've ever been to and the worst? Most beautiful place. I've been to a lot of beautiful places. Like, seriously. Which was the best? It would be one of the Caribbean islands, but they're all, I mean, I know this sounds terrible, they're a little bit similar, like they are all beautiful. So I will say maybe the Bahamas. Let's go with that. I mean, you know, beautiful clear water, beautiful sand, just like gorgeous. Okay, and what was the other part? The worst. Oh my gosh. When I was in like my 20s, I think, I was probably already married. Maybe not. I think so. Myself and my husband and another couple, none of us had kids. We decided to go to this place that used to be like hip and hoppin', like back when we were children, let's say. It was called the Nevele in like Ellenville, New York. I feel like that's the name. It's like upstate. Used to be like a resort with all things to do, like ice skating, sledding, blah blah blah, right? So I don't know. I feel like this was before the internet was like a huge thing, so we didn't read about it, but we went in the winter and it was so disgusting. You cannot imagine, and everything went wrong. Like what was it? My friends, you know, my friend and her husband, in their room, once they checked in, somebody came in with the key because they had also been given the room. So that was a bad thing. And the rooms were just like they hadn't been remodeled since 1970. And my friend got food poisoning in the restaurant. Oh, they had like buffet meals came with it. Like horrible food. The place was just horrible. I think they've since closed it down or turned into something else. But yeah, that was terrible. And now I'm very careful. Not because of that, but in general, I'm very careful about where I stay. And if a price sounds too it's like a quiet area where there's nothing, no attractions, but otherwise, like if the other places are a lot more money and this place is cheap, you have to wonder why. Just saying. Okay. Georgia Rowe, if you like dogs or cats, what is your favorite dog or cat breed? My favorite dog breed is Bernese Mountain Dog. So cute. Okay. I do like cats and dogs. I don't have either. My favorite breed, like as far as I don't know of a favorite breed for cats. Dogs. I mean, I think I like a golden retriever or something in that family. They're very friendly. But pretty much I like all breeds. I just don't like the ones that are like just very jumpy. You know, like you come to visit your friend who has a dog and the dog is jumping all over you. Like uncontrollably. Like that. I don't like that, but that's not a particular breed. That's just like the behavior of that dog. Okay. From Ava. Yay, congrats. Thank you. Are you ever tired of making ASMR videos? Not really. Sometimes I have difficulty making them because of like problems with outdoor noise or people being home, and that gets very frustrating. I think the whole activity of making ASMR would be so much easier if you could just do it whenever you wanted to. You know, like when you had time to do it and you had an idea, if you could just go ahead and do it, that would be great. But that is never how it works. You have to wait for the perfect opportunity when it's quiet. And like right now, as soon as I pressed the button to start, I heard noise and I looked out. There's a window right here. And there's a pool right here. My neighbor's pool. And their work people had just opened it up and were measuring something, like they're gonna redo the lining or something. Like, I was like, let me just see what happens here. Maybe they're just measuring it and they'll leave. So there's an example of a frustrating situation. Okay. Mandy Holiday, does your family know about your channel and watch your videos or watch ASMR in general? My immediate family knows, that's it, and none of them watch ASMR or my videos. Okay, just mashups. What got you into making ASMR? Already said that. And what is it like to know you have made 25,000 fans from relaxing them? What is your favorite song right now? Do you listen to Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, or Ariana Grande, or have ever? Okay. I have listened to all of them. They are good. None of them are my favorite per se. I wouldn't seek them out, but if it came up on the radio, I would listen. How do I feel about knowing I made 25 fans from relaxing? It's kind of surreal knowing that you have relaxed 25,000 people. Like, seriously. Or even if you haven't relaxed them, they've enjoyed your content. Like, that's a cool feeling, for course might be like, I would say nachos, but I'm not gonna say nachos because that's like a whole meal already, you know? So I'm gonna say like, when I go to a Greek restaurant, sometimes we order like the different dips, and it comes with like these little triangles of warm pita bread that you dip in there, and it's like not too much food, and you're sharing it. So like there'd be like hummus and like some kind of eggplant spread and tzatziki sauce, a couple others. So that would be the first course. Then a small salad with like lots of good things in it, like nuts and craisins and, you know, lots of things to bite on other than lettuce and tomatoes, you know, with a good dressing. That's 2 courses. Third course would be, what is a third course? Let me think. Like fried zucchini. Not too much though. Just a little. You know, that you dip it in like marinara sauce. Then we're up to the 4th course, which is like the entree. I would have like a really good steak. And then the dessert, I would say like maybe some pecan pie with vanilla ice cream. Okay, that's my answer. From Adriana Ponce, what is your favorite type of food? Mexican, Italian, etc. And what is your favorite dish from that food? I love so many types of food. That is really, 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 really hard. Really hard. Very hard question. I'm gonna have to say, like, 'cause I love all of these. Like, I really do. But if I'd have to choose, like, from my favorite type of place, it would be like a steakhouse. And I guess that's like American. As like pathetic as that sounds. have a favorite book? What's your least favorite ASMR trigger? And that would be like loud crinkles. Yeah. And Mandy JS, do you have a favorite audiobook that you listen? I have never listened to an audiobook in my life. Ever. And why is it The Bell Jar, narrated by Maggie Gyllenhaal? Sorry. Okay, from Nicole. It's not me. What's your favorite soda? And what's your favorite clothing store to shop at? My favorite soda? I mean, I'm probably gonna say like Diet Coke. And your favorite clothing store? I really like Marshalls, even though that sounds pathetic, but I do. Because they have they have like a lot of really nice, trendy stuff, and it's well priced. And it's fun to shop at because they have all the different departments, it's not just clothing. Okay, from Jewel W, where do you live? Long Island. Favorite place you've ever traveled to? So I guess I said like Las Vegas. Kids. 2 kids, 20 years old. Twins. Pets. We have a hamster. Favorite TV show? Okay, I already said Breaking Bad. Okay, Alicia Bagordo, how old are you? If you know me, I never say, right? So we'll keep with that. What's your job right now? This is my job. Let's just say that. Or I'm like a stay-at-home mom to 20-year-old kids. I guess I can't say that anymore. I'm a homemaker, okay? Have you ever been to Italy? No. Where will you go this summer? We don't have any particular plans to go anywhere this summer. Okay. What is your favorite true crime case? Okay, so I don't really have a favorite. That was from Yes. Now from Juju Smith. Do you think banana pudding is a side or dessert? It's a dessert, but I don't like it. What's your favorite thing to shop for? From Grace Coburn. Candy. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go, and what food would you love to try there? son has found